Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to talk about something that has really pissed me off for about 10 months now. And that is Apple's top 100 albums ever created. They came out with this list about 10 months ago, and the list is just complete and utter bullshit. I get it. It's an impossibility to make a list that's going to make everybody happy. And I'm no expert. I'm just a man who likes music. I think I have pretty good taste in music. I like all genres. I like hip hop. I like country. I like rock. I like metal. I like a little bit of everything. This list is very biased towards the 20-year-olds. It seems like, I get it. As new music comes out and as time goes by, you have to take some of these old classics off and put some of the new classics on. However, this list does not necessarily do that. This leaves a lot to be desired. I wasn't going to do this, but real quick, we're going to go through the top 100. We're going to do it quickly, but let me know what you think down below. Just let me know, do you agree with this list? Do you agree with me? What do you think should be in there that's not in there? So, number 100 is Body Talk by Robin. Top 100 album of all time. Come on, Robin. Body Talk, please. We can do better than that. It gets worse. 99, Hotel California by the Eagles. My opinion, should be higher. Some people don't think so, but it definitely has its place in the top 100. Number 98, Astroworld by Travis Scott. We're going to have a lot of this. We got a lot of hip hop. We can't have every hip hop album on here. But anyway, I've seen Travis Scott live. He is entertaining. All he does is auto-tune. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack because of all the bright flashing lights and kids jumping around, but it was fun. 97, Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine. All right, I like it. 96, Pure Heroin by Lorde. We got to have some pop on here. We got to have some 2000s pop. Is this top 96 of all time? No, but it only gets worse from here. 95, Confessions by Usher. We got to have some R&B. People love Usher. He knows how to dance. He was a Super Bowl halftime performer, so we'll leave him on here. Number 4, Untrue by Burial. Who is Burial? Why is it in the top 94 of all time? This is bullshit. 93, A Seat at the Table, Solange. I don't know this. Does it deserve to be here? Let me know what you think. I've never heard of it. I can think of 100 better albums than this. 92, Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. No, it does not deserve to be in the top 92 of all time. Greatest albums ever. 91, Listen Without Prejudice, George Michael. George Michael might deserve to be on here. Is it number 91? Is it this album? I don't know. 90, Back in Black, AC/DC. One of the most iconic albums of all time. Definitely deserves to be on here. It kind of is probably AC/DC's best, most well-known albums. Probably deserves to be higher than number 90. Wait till we get going. You'll see some albums that Back in Black should definitely be ahead of. 89, The Fame Monster, Lady Gaga. Yes, I agree. She's played a big part in 90s music, 90s pop music. She's amazing. This album's great. Deserves to be here. 88, I Put a Spell on You, Nina Simone. We've got to have some classic stuff, so yeah, why not? 87, Blue Lines by Massive Attack. Who is Massive Attack? Do you know Massive Attack? Are they that good? Does it deserve to be number 87 of the greatest albums ever created? Come on. 86, My Life by Mary J. Blige. She's going to be on all these lists. In my opinion, it doesn't deserve to be on here, but here it is. 85, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. I don't think this is a top 100 album of all time, but here's what gets me. This is the only country album on the list. The entire top 100 has one country album, and it's Casey Musgraves. It's not Carrie Underwood. It's not Shania Twain. Twain. It's not Reba. It's not Garth. It's not George Jones. It's not Johnny Cash. It's not Brooks and Dunn. It's Casey Musgraves at number 85. So good job, Apple. You really know your country music. Number 84, Doggy Style. I have a signed Doggy Style vinyl by Snoop Dogg. I happen to think Snoop Dogg is probably one of the coolest motherfuckers around. I definitely think this deserves to be on the list. It's kind of what I started listening to hip hop and rap. I mean, it was kind of the first album I bought. I love it, so sure. Number 84, Patti Smith, Horses. I don't know this album. I get it. She's legendary. Maybe she deserves to be on here. So there she is. 82, Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent. I like Find Me at the Club. Is it a top 100 album of all time? Probably not. Maybe top 200, but I don't think it's a top 100 album of all time, but whatever. 81, After the Gold Rush by Neil Young. I don't think this is Neil Young's greatest album, but at least they have one of them on here. 80, the Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem. Definitely needs to be an Eminem album on here. He's the Rabbit. He's great. Needs to be on here. 79, Norma fucking Rockwell by Lana Del Rey. I don't know much about Lana Del Rey. I know a lot of people like her now. I still don't hear a lot about her, so does she deserve to be in the top 100? Probably not, but here she is. It's like they're trying to make everybody happy, but they can't. I think a third of this is hip-hop. Most of it's newer stuff. 78, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John. I think this deserves to be higher. Elton John was a major influence on music of all kind. I think this is his best album, deserves to be higher. 77, Like a Prayer, Madonna. Sure. Here's a great one. This right at 76. Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. Why wouldn't you have Bad Bunny in your top 76 albums of all time? What the fuck is this? Like I say, are you trying to make people happy? This is 2022 is when this came out. And it's already being anointed as one of the greatest albums of all time. Are you kidding me? This is just, why? Why are we doing this, Apple? 75, Super Duper Fly by Missy Elliott. Well, we're going to have Missy Elliott on a top 100 list. Has to be. 74, The Downward Spiral, 9 Inch Nails. I like some 9 Inch Nails. I think they kind of helped create industrial rock, so some people probably wouldn't have it on the list, but sure, why not? 73, Asia by Steely Dan. At least we get some classic rock on here, so sure, why not? 72, SOS by SZA. I think that's how you say it. I think my kids made fun of me for saying it wrong, but this is not a top 100 album of all time. I think they're just trying to keep people happy. 71, let me know if you've heard of these guys, because I hadn't, but apparently a lot of people like them. I listened to a little bit of it, don't like it. Trans Europe Express by Kraftwerk. Does it deserve to be in the top 100? Let me know your thoughts. 70, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. I think this kind of helped start the West Coast hip-hop rap movement. I am part of the West Side Connection. I went to an Ice Cube concert, and he kind of inducted me into the West Side, and I am from the West Side of Jetmore, Kansas, so there's that. 69, Master of Puppets by Metallica. In my opinion, not Metallica's best album. I like the Black Album, and I like Injustice for All better, but I think Stranger Things probably had a little bit to play into this, so we get Master of Puppets at 69. At least we get a Metallica album. 68, Is This It? The Strokes. Whatever. 67, Dummy by Portishead. I tried to listen to Portishead just to see what I thought about this. I do not get it. I don't get how this is 67 of all time. I don't get how it's in the top 100 of all time. But nevertheless, here we go. The Queen is Dead by the Smiths. I guess this, sure. I don't know much about it either. 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul at number 65. This is R&B from 1988. I've heard a lot of people say it definitely deserves to be on here. It wouldn't be on my list. Obviously, it's on Apple's. It's on a lot of people's. We can leave it on there, but top 100 of all time, again, I don't think so. Baduism by Erykah Badu. I've heard a little bit of Erykah Badu. Yeah, whatever. 63, Are You Experienced? The Jimi Hendrix Experience. Great guitar player, great, great rock music. Jimi Hendrix definitely has a spot on the list somewhere, so 63 is where we're at. All Eyes on Me, Tupac. I don't know. I like some Tupac. I don't love a lot of Tupac. Does he deserve a spot on here? I feel like they're putting anybody who was a 90s rapper on here. So probably not, in my opinion, a top 100 album of all time, but according to Apple, he is. Love Deluxe by Sade or Sade or Sade. Oh, I don't even know how you say it. S-A-D-E. No. Get her off. Put somebody else in. Number 60, The Velvet Underground and Nico by The Velvet Underground and Nico. I don't know anything about this. Again, people seem to love it. Let me know what you think. It wouldn't be in my top 2, 3, 400, but here we are at number 60. So let me know what you think about The Velvet Underground and Nico down below. 59, AM by Arctic Monkeys. Not an Arctic Monkeys fan. Does it deserve to be on here? Whatever, sure, we'll leave it. 58, What's the Story, Morning Glory. Yeah, I like this one. We can leave it on here. Oasis, I like old Oasis. I don't even know if they have new Oasis, but I do like it. 57, Voodoo by D'Angelo. Get the fuck out of here. There's no spot for you at number 57. 56, Disintegration by The Cure. Not a big Cure fan, but a lot of people are, so it's on here. 55, Anti by Rihanna. We're going to have it on here. I mean, is it one of the greatest of all times? We'll leave it here, and I know Rihanna is a big thing, so sure. 54, A Love Supreme by John Coltrane. I haven't listened to it. I know who John Coltrane is. Sure, it has a spot in history, so we'll have it on the list. Exile on Main Street, The Rolling Stones. I'm not a huge Stones fan. I like some. I don't know if this is their greatest album or not. I feel like if you're going to have a top 100 list, it's going to have some Stones on there. Of course, there's other bands that aren't on here that I would have thought they were going to have. But 53 probably could have been higher. I know it could be higher than some of these other ones coming up. You're going to have a lot of classic rock on any list. This one has less than most, but I'm glad they did include a Stones album. 52, Appetite for Destruction. I think this is kind of where it ends with metal at 52 with hard rock or, hair metal, whatever you consider it. Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. Great album in my opinion. 52 is probably the last metal album we're going to see. 51, Prince, Sign of the Times. 50, Hounds of Love, Kate Bush. I don't know much about Kate Bush. I know she was kind of iconic and inspirational, but a lot of people love this album. 49, The Joshua Tree by U2. Not a huge U2 fan. I do understand there's a lot of love worldwide for Bono and for U2. I've seen them in concert. I don't remember that much about it, but here they are at 49. 48 is Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys. Again, sure, we'll leave them on there. 47, Take Care by Drake. feel like we're just kind of putting any rapper on here that has an album. So is it the 47th best album ever created? No. 46, Exodus by Bob Marley and the Wailers. I do think Bob Marley definitely needs to have an album on here, and Exodus is the album that should be probably one of, I mean, as far as reggae goes, probably the best reggae album of all time. And he kind of definitely inspired reggae music clear to this day. His kids are still singing. So 46, good spot for that one. 45, Homogenic by Bjork. Get it off the list. Doesn't deserve to be on here. 44, Intervisions by Stevie Wonder. Okay, we can leave that on here. 43, Remain in Light, Talking Heads. I don't know why this is number 43. I know a little bit of Talking Heads. Again, don't get it. 42, Control by Janet Jackson. Yes, I think it needs to be on here. I think there's 5 number 1 songs on this album, so definitely a spot on here. 41, Aquemini by Outkast. I think Stankonia is better. I like Outkast. I don't know if they are top 100 of all time, but sure. 40, I never loved a man the way I love you. Aretha Franklin. She's a queen. Got to have her on there. 40 seems like a good spot. 39, Illmatic by Nas. I don't know any Nas. It's not 39. It's not a top 39 album of all time. I do know that. Feel like we're trying to keep people happy again. 38, Tapestry by Carole King. 37, Enter the Wu-Tang by Wu-Tang Clan. Because why not? It's got to be 37, right? It's better than Back in Black, better than Hotel California, better than Appetite for Destruction, better than Doggy Style. Whatever. 36, Beyonce by Beyonce. Just a little spoiler, this isn't the only Beyonce we got on here, so we have 2 Beyonce albums in the top 36 albums ever created. I get it. A lot of people love Beyonce. Pretty soon, next Apple list of 100 albums is going to have Beyonce as the only country album on there, because now she is a well-renowned country artist. So congrats, Beyonce. 35, London Calling, The Clash. Do you know anything about these guys? I've never heard them. I'm going to give them a listen because I know they're a little bit older. I know I've heard some people say that they're good. Well, try them out. 34, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, Public Enemy. Getting sick of it. 33, Kid A by Radiohead. There's another Radiohead on here. And everybody has Radiohead albums in their top 100. Everybody has probably 2 Radiohead albums in their top 100, and I just don't get it. I like a little bit of Radiohead, but 2 albums in the top 100? No, not in my opinion, of course. Like I say, I'm no expert. 32, Ready to Die, The Notorious B.I.G. 31, Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette. A lot of people don't think it should have been on here. It should have been lower. I like it. I like this placement. You can listen to this whole album the entire way through. You can sing along with it. It's, you're going to hate men when you're done. You're going to want to break up, but it's a good album. Number 30, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Billie Eilish. Does not deserve to be number 30 of all time. I get she's a big thing right now. She writes, she's a good songwriter. Her and her brother produce good stuff. But number 30 of all time, it's like they've got to put it in there to keep the younger generation happy. The Low End Theory, A Tribe Called Quest comes in at number 29. 28, The Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Should be higher, but here we are at number 28. At least it's on here. At least we get a Pink Floyd album. 27, Led Zeppelin 2. I like Led Zeppelin. Is Led Zeppelin 2 better than Led Zeppelin 1, or is Led Zeppelin whatever in Through the Outdoor? I don't know. I feel like they probably put it on here just to keep people happy. At least it's on here. 26, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West, because, yeah, it's 26th best album ever created. Ever created. 25, Kind of Blue by Miles Davis. I know he was very influential. We got to have our sax or our jazz album on here. So yeah, I mean, I have no problem with it. 24, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, David Bowie. I like David Bowie, not a enthusiast or anything. I don't even know if this is his best album, but glad we got a David Bowie on here. 23, Discovery by Daft Punk. Why the fuck is Daft Punk on here at number 23? Is this the 23rd best album ever? No. Right below Born to Run is Daft Punk. So 22 is Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen. My opinion, I like Born to Run way better than Born in the USA. To anybody my age, your moms are still in love with Bruce Springsteen, think he's hot. I will say that my son just went to a Bruce Springsteen concert like a year and a half ago, got his autograph, and said he played for like 3 hours. Like, he just shredded on the guitar. I'd still like to go see Bruce. He's still out there doing it, so definitely deserves to be on here. 21, The Revolver by the Beatles. I think there were better Beatles albums. I know there's another one coming up, but I still think the White Album was better, and probably Sgt. Pepper's, but at least they got Beatles on here. 20, The Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. Good album. 19, The Chronic by Dr. Dre. I think Dr. Dre played a big part in rap music. Definitely, in my opinion, deserves to be on here. Should be higher than a couple rap albums we still have coming up. Number 18 is 1989 by Taylor Swift. But this is Taylor's version, which I don't think is as good as the original 1989. I do like Taylor. I do think it definitely deserves to be on the list. Is this too high, too low? I don't know. But she has played a very big part in music and kids loving music. So give her props. Leave her on here. Number 17, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? Sure. 16, Blue by Joni Mitchell. Yeah. 15, 21 by Adele. Number 14, Highway 61 Revisited by Bob Dylan. Are you a Bob Dylan fan? Let me know if you do love Bob Dylan. I'm not a big Bob Dylan fan. I've listened to quite a bit of him. Part of it was because I went on a road trip with one of my best friends in the Marines. We had to drive like 16 hours back to his house, and he had a Bob Dylan box set. So we listened to like 3 hours of Bob Dylan, which is way too much. So let me know if you like Bob Dylan, because I don't know that many Bob Dylan fans, but he is highly regarded as one of the best songwriters. So let me know what you think. Number 13, The Blueprint by Jay-Z. He's got to be on here, right? Because he's Jay-Z. It's not better than The Chronic. It's not better than Bob Dylan. It's not better. Whatever. We got to have him on there, though. 12, OK Computer by Radiohead. Here's our other Radiohead. Top 12. Why do we have 2 Radiohead albums in the top 30, but we have a bunch of others that are dismissed? Let me know. Like I say, please let me know what's so great about Radiohead. If you like it, let me know, please. 11, Rumors. Fleetwood Mac should be in the top 10, but at least it's on here, getting close. Right above Rumors is Lemonade by Beyonce, because she gets 2 albums on here. Good thing her country album hadn't came out yet, so congrats Beyonce for having 2 of the top 35 albums ever created. Please. Number 9, Nevermind by Nirvana. I'm surprised it's number 9 instead of like number top 5. Somewhere in the top 5. Not my favorite grunge album ever. Mine would probably be Pearl Jam 10. But Nirvana did, in a sense, kind of start grunge. So there we go. Number 8, Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. No, get her off. Get her out of the top 10 for sure, but get her off the list, period. Number 7, Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Look, I know Kendrick Lamar is supposedly a lyrical genius. I know that he smacks Drake around like he's this little bitch. I've heard this isn't even Kendrick Lamar's best album. I haven't listened to it. My kids have listened to some Kendrick Lamar, but I've heard To Pimp a Butterfly is the one that should be on here. Not Good Kid, Mad City. But anyway, should it be top 10? No. Number 6, Songs in the Key of Life. Stevie Wonder. Yes, good placement. This is a great one. Number 5, the fifth best album ever created according to Apple's experts. Blonde by Frank Ocean. The fuck is this? I've listened to it. It's boring. Let me know if you love Frank Blonde. Let me know what's so good about him, because I don't get it. How's it the 5th best album ever created? Number 4, Purple Rain by Prince. My opinion, maybe number 1. My opinion doesn't matter. At least we're in the top 5 with it. Kind of where it should be. Number 3, Abbey Road by the Beatles. It's going to be in everybody's top 5 to 7, probably. If it's not this one, it's going to be one of the Beatles albums, because it has to be. I actually have this album. I need to listen to it. Here Comes the Sun. Great song. Number 2, Thriller by Michael Jackson. Again, could be number 1, could be number 3. At least it's in the top 5. They got it right. It's an iconic album where there might be a song on there that I don't like, but pretty much every song is a good song. The number 1 album ever created, according to Apple, is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill. I get it. She was inspirational to a lot of African-American artists, a lot of African-American female artists. But is this the greatest album ever created? No. Is it a top 10? I don't know. I've listened to it. It's okay. But we're talking about the top 100 albums ever created. No, Lauryn Hill, it is not you. Anyway, let me know what you think. Here are some snubs. This is some of what we didn't get. The Weeknd. If you're going to have some modern music on your top list of that's ever created, The Weeknd maybe deserves a spot. Green Day, Dookie, Queen. Queen has 4 songs or 5 songs with 2 billion downloads. Not 1 billion, 2 billion. This is downloads on Spotify. They weren't even around with Spotify. They had albums way back, and they're still getting that many downloads. That's how good Queen is. They don't have one album in the top 100. You missed this one. Billy Joel. He's great. Whitney. Paul Simon. Simon and Garfunkel. The Police. Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi, it definitely has a spot in the top 100. Boston. Def Leppard. Van Halen. Kiss. Alice in Chains, Bryan Adams, Phil Collins, The Doors, Ray Charles, Pearl Jam. I get it. Those are a lot of rock albums. So I am definitely biased towards rock. I like classic rock, I like grunge. I like it all. But this list is so biased towards the modern music and hip-hop music that it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, thank you for listening. I don't know what the next one's going to be about, but I'm going to start having some fun episodes as soon as I can figure out how to edit things and maybe how to talk in front of a camera a little bit more comfortably. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thunder up. Peace.